thank you for streaming the audio and working on the domain issue, the email issue. We appreciate that. I can confirm here in Florida, we're pretty much the same latitude, and it is hot along the Gulf Coast. And we always have, in Florida, at least North Florida, we always have thunderstorms that roll in from the Gulf over to the Atlantic coast. The last 2 weeks, we've had them every day for long periods of time, so not going to complain. Pretty much better than the Southwest, all the heat and dryness. Thanks again for joining us this morning, Chip. And your transmission was just fine. WJ8B, Andrew, go ahead.
Well, good morning, everybody. I'm using a different method this time. That's because my computer equipment that I normally use for my Hanley chip, etc., to talk is all at the UK site. Set it up yesterday. So we're on the 3 Echo class LFM who lives out beyond the city and beyond HOA restrictions and has a real antenna farm. So we leave it here in about 20 to 25 minutes, so I'll be able to stick around for a second. Go we operated under the call sign of November 8, Oscar Charlie November. Should be on all bands. I probably will be on 40. Both probably have CW during the day. Medically around here, in Ohio, the rates of deaths and hospitalizations are going down, but they are primarily younger individuals and almost 100% in non-vaccinated. I remain very concerned about the rural states in the South and in the Midwest that have extremely low vaccination rates, and because of the Delta variant showing up in the U.S. now. So, good to hear everybody on there. Anybody else is doing field day, stay cool. And I can understand not putting the Minneapolis storm is going to be 88 here, although we're going to be inside a open air garage. Yeah, with some big fans. So it should be tolerable. Back to you, J.A. for Alpha from Tweety.
Thank you, Andrew. Wishing you the best of success here. Sorry, I was monitoring the sound here and hearing my own voice come through using the hose feature. So it's wonderful that it's there and available to use. But thank you for being with us as usual and always offering good input. N3IM, Keith, go ahead.
Hey, 4FL in the group. This is N3IM. The only thing I had to add was I have heard Chip on every one of his transmissions. I don't know why we're having a problem that way, but I heard Chip on every one of his transmissions. So that's all I have to offer today. I don't really have much to say. This week was kind of boring. My radio finally made it to California, so I'm waiting to hear what the story was with that. But that's it. This is N3IM in the group.
Yes, Keith, and best of luck and success with solving that new HF radio's issues there, so it can work properly with the computer. And back at the beginning on our list here, one of our first check-ins was a new check-in, someone that hadn't been here before. Well, and we haven't had a medical discussion today, but Brian, KN4PGY, would you like to say hello and ask if you have any questions? Go ahead.
Well, good morning, everybody. Thank you for running the net here. The name here is Brian. I'm located in Pensacola, Florida. I'm originally from the New England area, but I've been down here for about 12 years now. Not much going around here. We do have a couple clubs in the area running field days. And let me give it a break here for a second. As I was saying, they're running some field days in the area. I'm going to try to get out to one or two of them this afternoon and see what's up with them. I don't do HF. I do mainly 2-meter and the DMR. My wife and I do a lot of the DMR in this area to make code plugs for the guys with the Anytone radios and stuff like that, and some of the TYTs. But other than that, that's about it. It's about 87 degrees here. It looks like we're going to get some thunder showers, but most of the guys will see what happens. Thank you again for allowing me in on that, and I'm definitely going to check it out down the line again. This is Kilo November 4, Papa Golf Yankee.
Brian, it's our pleasure to have you on board, and feel free to check out the Medical Amateur Radio Council website, marco-ltd.org. You may find that interesting, especially our newsletters that are posted online. See a little bit about the organization. We're made up of hams that are in health-related fields, and not all physicians and dentists, doctorates in all types of medical fields, or nurses. It doesn't have to be doctorates. EMTs. Anyone that has an interest in the health and welfare of the patient as a provider, and of course we have associate members that are not providers, that are from the consumer side or from the public side that are members as well. So feel free to check us out there, and you're welcome to stop by at our net anytime at all and spread the word. Visitors are encouraged. Are there any other check-ins here? This is the Medical Amateur Radio Council TV Net. Any late check-ins? Go ahead and make your call. Okay, none heard. I was talking with Chip before, transmitting before, and letting him know at the University of Florida we have a remote station that we're developing. It's a Flux 6600, but we finally got the antenna switch in, and it's on the network and recognizes the changes. We need to take it out of the shack now that we've tested it and put it up in the penthouse of the dental tower. And we have the cabling, we just haven't had time. But we're designing new antennas, and it's just so hot here in Florida. We're not going to go up on the roof until the fall. But after that, that's another option for occasionally if the need arises where we have to do a grand rounds and Warren's not available. While we develop other methods, that's one way. Let it drop one here. Very, very fine. Again, I'm not participating in the field day today. I've done it, and I guess maybe actually what Chip said is I didn't realize it. Maybe that's why I was volunteer for the overnight shift, Chip. I would usually do overnight CW station and operate that. Of course, it's always there to help put up the antennas. Gainesville's got a really nice group of participants here. Nice group indeed. And UF Club, we just work in tandem with the local Gainesville Club. There's no town and gown conflicts here in Gainesville. We're tightly integrated. Let it drop one. Okay, AA4FL, net control. Interesting seeing the Delta virus and the concerns that one was expressing. We've got this trip planned for Marco to 4 different DXCC entities in May of next year. And unfortunately, we're dealing with England, France, and Netherlands, and they're all going to have different rules. So if the Delta variant still is a problem, it's going to really make that trip complicated. So we need to address all that here. I'm not worried about my inconvenience. Obviously, I'm worried about the health and welfare of everyone involved. But it's just a factor to mention. I know there's one of you that was interested in being on the trip, perhaps joining us. So we may shorten the trip down. We'll see. We'll see. We focus on Dutch St. Martin and we're only dealing with one country. And since they have the airport, I think that's easier than doing with ferries and such stuff. Let it drop one. On the local front, other than finally getting over to UF, we have a volunteer who is not an alumnus, but lives in the independent living facility owned by the university, volunteered to do antenna design, and somebody with a lot of experience. So he's been surveying the roof of our building and looking at characteristics of good modeling and analyzing our current antennas. And we should have many choices here by next year. And I'll be looking forward to operating that station remotely. As I am going to get a Flex at home as soon as I get the new Starlink set up, if that even allows us to operate the Flex. But I only have 12 megabits per second currently. Is there anyone else that would like to make a presentation or discussion? Direct your call to me right now, and I'll take an additional list. We'll have another roundtable. Those that are interested in presenting, go ahead and make your call. AA40.
WA1EXA.
Yeah, I acknowledge WA1EXA. No one else requested like time. Go ahead, Mark. Okay, WA1EXA was AA4 following. I'm going to go ahead and let you take the mic. I didn't copy this last transmission, right? Okay, somehow I'm not copying Mark. Hopefully I'm being copied. Is N3IM Keith, are you still copying me? Go ahead.
AA4FL, yeah, I'm copying you, Jay. It's N3IM.
Okay, did you hear Mark's transmissions? WA1EXA, go ahead.
WA1EXA. Any better?
Okay, Mark, UFL, I copied you that time. Go ahead.
My only comment was I wanted to comment with Hilton on his choice of music before the net starts. I do enjoy it. That's it. WA1EXA.
Yeah, it's always interesting to go back and listen to Hilton's YouTube recording because he does start the net recording the net before the top of the hour. He does provide some listening during those quiet times. So yeah, I'll have to go back and listen to see what you were hearing today, Mark. Yeah, is there anyone else that would like to present as traffic for the net? Go ahead and make your call this time. Okay, nothing heard. I'm going to go ahead and close the net, and I know it's field day and a lot of you are going on with your plans, and appreciate you coming by to check in. The Medical Language Radio Council Digital Voice Net, we meet every Saturday at 1500 hours with the exception of occasional Saturdays such as July 3rd, which we are not going to meet on the holiday weekend. So we'll see everyone back on July 10th. We'll appreciate you taking the time to come by and say hello. And now that COVID is slowed down, hopefully permanently, but there's going to be some flare-ups. So we'll have to develop another purpose for the maps. It seems like we've been dominating the discussion. So hopefully we can grow into something that people enjoy coming to check in and participate with. AA Force Hall returning, beloved let's drop one. Able to us as a group of amateurs all over the world that use different digital modalities to have the transcoding. It would be a real hardship for everyone to try to get the same equipment or similar equipment in terms of technology solves the issue for us as well as for many else. 730, and we'll see you guys in 2 weeks. I am going to close that, but we'll stay by on here on the Claudette Array for a few minutes for anyone that'd like to say a personal hello. 730, AA Force.